Hello class, today we're experimenting. We're gonna make a fun fishing game and we're gonna color our fish in a really neat method that I wanna teach you today. We can use little styrofoam bowls. You're gonna get some bowl with water in it or these little foam bowls, whatever your table has. And we're going to use different chalk colors for our fish and paper clips. Once we finish painting them, we're gonna be able to play a game where we are going to actually have a magnet and start picking these little fish out of a bucket, playing a fishing game. Let me just show you what we're gonna do first in terms of coloring the fish. We're going to actually take this stick and start adding some chalk with scraping. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but I'm going to show you close up on. I'm scraping just a little bit. You have to kind of push harder and scrape a little bit back and forth. You can also use side of scissors, but be careful not to cut yourself. See, this goes a little quicker. So for my first fish, I'm gonna combine red and yellow like this. And I'm just gonna show you what it is. You put the fish in the water on top of the surface. You let it kind of touch the surface of the water like so. And just for a little while, and then carefully pick it up. And wow! Do you see how it mixed in? All right. We're gonna let that dry. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna clip it back on. And when it's dry, I can take a little black marker and paint an eye on it. Not right away, of course. Or decorate it and do a little fin. Eye and a fin. Okay. We can decorate them a little bit too, do a little texture when it's dry. It's going to be easier. But that's our first fish with that color combination. Okay, we could clean that up if I don't want those colors, but I'm just going to add and have more fun. So I'm going to just use my scissors and I'm going to add a little bit of blue into that. Blue and a little more yellow. Let's see how that's gonna look like. And the texture is just absolutely fantastic. When you look closer, you're gonna really like it. Can you see that? Okay. So I'm gonna take my second cutout fish that we made together, or you cut yourself out. Place it gently on the surface of water, tap it just a little. And you're gonna share this bowl with your shoulder partner. So 2 students will be working on one. So you're gonna take turns doing your fish so that you have plenty of fish to play Go Fish game. You see how now we have a little more texture showing with some blue color spots as well. And we're gonna let it dry. But for the sake of the video, I'm just putting this right on gently. Otherwise you will tear it if you put it on when it's still wet. And you're gonna continue doing different colors, whichever colors you like. and be mixing them and using them for textures, or doing all at once, doing several at once, and see how beautiful your fish turn out. You can just experiment. And I'll show you just one more. Okay, let's put it in. Tap it very gently. And pick it right up. Wow. It looks better in, the pink looks better off camera. In person, it has a really nice gentle pink hue that doesn't quite show as well, but we're gonna let that dry. And in the meantime, we're gonna be working with the same chalk on our pond. So this is where we're gonna fish our fish from. So we're gonna paint a pond, and it can be a lake or a pond, or you can think of it as an ocean, whatever, even a river. You can do textures and wavy lines and vary your colors, and you can even mix colors. Lighter blue or yellows to make greens. Do we remember our color wheel that we practiced? You can even use your fingers to blend it all in. And just create a nice little pond. Add more colors, or at this point, even crayons would be nice with this. I'm gonna clean my hands from all this chalk. I'm thinking crayons would work really well as well. Let me see what I have here. In my handy dandy handmade pencil holder. Got some crayons here. Got watercolor crayons and regular crayons. They look a little broken, but guess what? They still work just as well. I'm just gonna peel it, and it's just like new. Not gonna throw it away just because it's a little used. Look at that color. So while your fish is drying, we're gonna just have so much fun blending all these wonderful colors. You could have added some chalk if you wanted, or you can just work directly. As you can see, actually crayons on this paper plate look a little brighter. So let your imagination guide you. Blend your colors beautifully in. Darker blues or lighter blues or yellows. Whatever that you like. And in the meantime, the fish are drying and they're gonna be ready when you are. Even purple would be nice. Maybe I'll draw some bubbles. That looks good. All right. Now that we're ready and our lake is ready, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to place our finished fish, all nicely decorated. You can even glue a googly eye in there, or any kind of decoration sticker that you might have on hand. Maybe you got a nice sticker like this one. That one is fun. Maybe you want to make your fish smile and give her a big red smile like that. Or maybe you want to decorate more with a marker over what we've done and do a little bit of scales. on top of what we painted already. And maybe I have a googly eye that I can also glue on to give it extra texture. Just when it's wet, don't pick it up because it will tear, because the paper is very soft. Okay. I have my pond, and I will show you how to, while they're still drying. Honestly, they're still a little wet. So while you guys are all waiting to dry, we're gonna work on our fishing rods and on decorating our fish just a little more. Doing some fins and all sorts of fun things to make them stand out. And smiley faces, maybe even dots with my marker. That looks really fun. And okay, maybe you got even some googly eyes that I got glued using my glue stick to our fish. And you were finishing your special pond or river or lake that you're gonna be fishing with your partner from. So we are almost done painting and decorating the whole pond. Paint all the edges, make it really colorful. Use all kinds of colors of water, all shades of blues or greens. Make it really outstanding, colorful. And while your fish are drying, because they're still not perfect, we're going to create our fishing rod. You're gonna use a straw, and we're gonna cut a little incision right there. See that? And right there, we're gonna attach a little bit of a string, about that much. And we are going to hold it by putting in between that incision. Maybe let's make another one on the opposite side that will help hold in it. And once you have it in between, start rolling so it stays a little firmer, and tie a little knot like so. Then at the end of your fishing rod, go ahead and take a magnet and put a magnet on each side by closing the yarn between the two magnets. And when the fish are ready, you're gonna take your fishing rod. It doesn't have to be that long, but as long as you want. And then you can even put a pipe cleaner to make this longer. All right, it looks like this. But really, you just need the straw for it to be functional. The pipe cleaner is just to make it look longer. And then when you're ready to play, you can start catching your fish. I got one. That was fun. Now it's your turn.